Okay, so the x and y intercept. Start with the line just to the axes. Hey, my graph could be a little bit better. My x and my y labeled. Hopefully you did that on number 2. Check out your number 2. You're supposed to make your own graph. Did you label your x and y axis? Any questions on number 1? Okay, so now we have to make our own graph. I said yesterday I like to set it up like this. Here's my x-intercept. I haven't put a line through this. Here's my y-intercept. At the x-intercept, y always equals 0.
Can you scroll up like 1 second? I need like the y-intercept. Okay, I got it.
So when your brain reads intercepts, it has to think zeros. That has to be memorized going into the problem. So to graph the line using x and y intercepts, and you don't know what they are, you have to know, well, at the x-intercept, y is 0, and at the y-intercept, x is 0. So you have to set this problem up. This isn't given to you. So you use the given equation. This is a standard form linear function of x and y on the same side, and they equal a constant. You have to plug in. So it would be x minus 2, and instead of y, we're going to put 0. That's going to lead us toward the x-intercept. And then we'll do that again, but we'll do 0 minus 2y equals negative 6, and solving that will lead us to the y-intercept. I'm going to walk around and look at your graph. Connect your points. I'm looking for lines. Actually make a graph, an x and y axis. We're on number 2. You don't have to graph number 1. I'm looking for numbers to graph. Okay, so this would be x minus 0 is negative 6. That means x is negative 6. So our first point that we can graph is at negative 6, 0. I'm going to need to see the work every time of you plugging in 0 to get you credit. Because if you don't, like a lot of students can just look at this, right? I bet a bunch of you guys can plug 0 in your heads and see that x is negative 6, right? That's great that you can do that, but the less that you write and the less work that you show, the less chance that you remember this long term, right? If you want to remember plugging in zeros to find intercepts in May, take your time and show your brain with the visual of the writing the 0 in and solving it, and you're more likely to remember. It's like muscle memory. Okay, 0 minus 2y is just like having a negative 2y here. You don't need the 0 there. Divide negative 2. Y is 3. I'm going to show the point that the 0 paired with the 3 is the intercept. Connected with a straight line. Oh, I mixed up the intercepts. You guys, if you copied mine, I had it wrong, fix it. The -6 is on the x-axis over here. The y is 3 over here. Everybody erase it and fix it. My apologies. And here's our linear graph. And that's actually it for bell work. Does anybody have any questions? All right, I'd like to see your assignment from yesterday, page 36. The homework. Oh my gosh. You need something?
I would be most grateful if you were to give me the magic of the
Stop
screen.
it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm like,
So you were to do 7, 8, and 9, and I think I maybe did 7 with you. Oh, really?
wait, did
Something went wrong? How about no? That's what I thought. All right, we got decimals, we got fractions. There's a lot going on there.
I was so tired. I did this wait, you get I was like, but I got every single other one. I mean, I did show my work. I can't find my eraser. Maybe I wish it was fun.
Nope,
But I need to fix it. But I need to fix it. Not there so fast. Wait. Is that 4-4? Who knows? I totally got these right. Oh. The schedule? I didn't know that. She didn't update it. And it was like right after you left too. Yeah, it was like you were already out. Like you grabbed my lunchbox and you're like already kind of out the door, and she put it on the board like behind you. And your back was turned. The world. Game Boy. Yeah, like the bell rang and then.
You're working on a handout today. There's not necessarily enough room here for you to show your work, so please do the work on a separate paper and graph on these graphs provided to you. So the goal today is to not tell you anything new, to give you a minute to sit with this topic and just get some repetitions in so that you retain it. There's a whole nother way that we graph lines. You hear me, Cadence? There's a whole different way that we graph lines. So what happens is, starting tomorrow, I start talking about lines in a new way, and then I'm going to teach you a new way to graph lines, and you will forget this. Okay? You are going to forget this. Please take your time and do the repetitions. Show the work. Do all of this, because that'll reduce the amount that you forget it. Yes?
We put that on our
Yeah, we got
Let me write that. Just put handout on there.
This is a lot of paper.
Oh no, just put that in there.